All right, we are back on Santa Clarita's hometown station, AM-1220 KHTS, the Gazette Radio Hour with Doug and John.
Have I mentioned I love the new studio? It's beautiful.
There we go.
Yeah.
It's a new studio. It's state-of-the-art equipment.
It's beautiful, but you got growing pains.
There's always growing pains.
That's okay.
There's always growing pains.
That's okay.
All right. So, we were talking off in our numerous conversations off the air. We haven't stopped talking today. It's pretty fun. There's something about you I did not know.
Yeah, there's something that I haven't told many people.
And if I were a cruel person,
no, don't be.
I could say,
why?
Light a rose, my light.
Yeah, okay.
But I won't do that. I won't do that.
I appreciate
That was a hint.
You know we're
I
on
can't
the air,
sing.
right?
I can't sing at all.
Okay. Well, you know what? I used to be able to, and
used to.
I'm going to fill you in a little bit of my past because when I was in, I guess, high school, I started singing with a music group, and I sang in a barbershop quartet, and we were called A Taste of Harmony.
A Taste of Harmony.
Brings tears to your eyes, doesn't it?
That's like, I was thinking Taste of Honey. Like,
yeah, I thought so.
Some old disco group.
Well, we were old, but no.
Or Herb Albert. We were talking about it earlier.
There you go.
Taste of Honey.
So Taste of Harmony, and we were told about a barbershop society, that if it was a barbershop quartet, and we were told by our music teacher about a society that we might enjoy going to visit.
No, you said music teacher. Hang on a second. What high school was this?
Chatsworth High School.
Chatsworth. That's amazing to me. And they talk about cutting these programs, and look what it did for you.
Oh, it was so much fun, and I did it for many, many years, and I ended up going with my quartet, but out of the four, I was the one that kind of hung around and got introduced and made tons and tons of friends. And so one of my really good friends is on the air with us right now. His name's Tom Rafferty, and I met him as part of a group called the society is called the SPEB SQSA.
MOUSE.
MOUSE. And Tom, what does that mean?
What?
SPEB SQSA.
The Society for the Preservation and Encouragement of Barbershop Quartet Singing in America.
Oh, my gosh.
Didn't see that coming, did you?
That makes for a really long T-shirt, doesn't it?
Yes, it really does.
Yes, for sure. Well, it makes it a nightgown.
Yeah, exactly. So, Tom, how long have you been doing barbershop quartet?
Since, I've been singing barbershop harmony since 1976.
Wow.
1976, and I joined in probably
longer than both of you have been alive.
Yeah, it was a long time ago, and it brought a lot of joy to 20 years of my life, and we had a lot of fun. And Tom's been doing this for a long time. Tom, do we still have you?
Of course not.
Yeah, but I can hardly hear you.
You can't hear us? Okay. Well, like I said, we have some growing pains with the new studio. So bear with us. But Tom, give us a little more of your background as it pertains to barbershop.
Well, I started barbershopping with the Valliers Chorus, and I was singing tenor, and then I got involved in the presentation aspect, which was the visuil movements and stuff during the songs.
So I'm going to interrupt because I don't think
the director of the chorus, and then I became a stage presence judge for 15 years.
Oh my gosh!
And I'm back now directing and handling the chorus.
We're going to go back to that in a second, but I don't think a lot of our listeners know that there's more than a barbershop quartet. We used to kid around that our big question everybody would ask us is how many people are in your quartet.
I was going to ask that. Is it always four people?
Well, there isn't a quartet, but Tom just referenced the Valliers Chorus that was out of the San Fernando Valley in those days, out of Reseda, and that's where a group of 100 men would meet and rehearse and sing barbershop. And I tell you haven't heard anything till you've heard 100 barbershop singers sing good four-part harmony.
Okay, you guys are both talking barbershop.
Yeah.
So, Tom, do you have a good definition of what barbershop is?
Well, it's four-part a cappella harmony.
Okay.
Go ahead. So it doesn't matter what's
the lead, tenor, bass, and baritone. That's the four voice parts within the chorus and within a quartet.
Okay.
And I sang lead, and that was the melody line. And the reason I sang lead in the melody line because I wasn't good enough to sing harmony, so it was good that my voice just fit the lead line.
All right. So Tom, was he any good?
Tom?
Yeah, I trained him well.
There we go. That's exactly what I expected you to say. That's perfect. So I understand that you've got a show coming up.
Yes, we have an ice cream social on the 8th of August, and we will be having guest quartets, plus the chorus will be singing also.
So what number would somebody call if they wanted to go see the show?
They would call 818-994-SING, S-I-N-G.
Oh, that's awesome. So when is that show again?
When is it? August the 8th at 3:30 in the afternoon.
Oh, that's perfect.
And where is it being held?
It's being held at the One Generation Senior Center on Victory Boulevard in Reseda. It's at the corner of Victory and Etowanda.
That's perfect. All right. Once again, Tom, the phone number?
818-994-SING.
Okay, we're going to continue, Tom, with you, and just hang on with us for a few minutes, okay?
Okay.
Thanks.
Awesome. All right, you listen to Gazette Radio Hour with Doug and John on AM-1220 KHTS. Special guest Chris Burke sitting in, and we'll be right back. All right, we are back on the Gazette Radio Hour with Doug and John on AM-1220 KHTS, Santa Cruz hometown station. Boy, I almost got that right. Where's Doug when I need him? He would give me grief about that. Anyway, we got special guest Chris Burke and Tom Rafferty. Rafferty.
How many times did I tell you
I know. And as soon as I looked at you and I went, yikes. Tom Rafferty.
Hey, Tom, more about the Barbershop Quartet. It's not all guys, is it? Tell us about the other side of things.
Well, there's another group, another organization, and they're called Sweet Adelines. Exactly the same four-part a cappella harmony with quartets and choruses. I also directed one of the Sweet Adeline choruses for a few years.
Now, is there a big difference directing women as opposed to directing guys?
Not really. It's pretty much the same concept. There's a lot big difference in sound, obviously, but not a lot of difference as far as directing women versus men.
Now, Tom, I have a question for you.
Sure.
I'm 50 some odd years old, and I'm picturing guys with the white hats and the red and white shirts or sports coats and the white pants, and they're all older than my grandfather. Is this an age thing? Because even Chris is kind of old. Sorry, I had to throw that in there.
No. I mean, we have guys in the chorus that are in their early 20s. We've had guys over the years that come in when they're 16, 17 years old. They just love to sing, and they fit in.
Wow, and it probably helps if you start that young with other aspects of your musical career too, because you learn harmonies.
Yeah, right.
So our board operator here had a really great question I'm going to ask you, which is, what is the state of barbershop now? And when I started in it, I always remember the number 50,000 men worldwide, or maybe in the U.S. that was, I forget. But it was a pretty strong, and boy, we went to Harmony College, and we did all these things, and just had a blast. Is it as ongoing, as forceful now as it was then?
It's pretty much exactly the same as it was when you were around, Chris. We still have Harmony College. We still have the international competitions all over the United States and Canada. So it's still pretty much the office is still located in
Kenosha.
Kenosha, yeah.
Wow.
So it's still pretty much the same.
And what about internationally? Is it active internationally as well?
Oh, well, yeah, we have barbershopping is pretty much all over the world. They have barbershop activities in Europe, and I don't know exactly which places in Europe, but they do still have activity.
Okay, Tom, I don't know if you're going to remember this one, and I don't as I'm asking you, so I'm really hoping you're going to be able to fill in the blanks, but there's a stat about barbershop singing in America, and it's one of the original American art forms. Am I getting that right? Or
yes.
That barbershop is, or
barbershopping? I mean, those people who saw Music Man, they remember the Buffalo Bills.
No, that's right.
Right.
Sweet Adeline.
Buffalo Bills were a barbershop quartet, and that's pretty much how people recognize barbershopping when when they saw Music Man and they remembered that quartet.
All right.
Okay, well, we're based out here in Santa Clarita. Is there a course, if somebody's hearing this and they want to get into this, or they say, hey, this sounds pretty cool, what do we tell them when they call in and they say, what do we do now?
They can call the number I gave you, the 994-SING number, and talk to one of our people. There's choruses in Santa Clarita, Conejo Valley, Thousand Oaks, Santa Monica, West Los Angeles. There are choruses. Our chorus meets in Van Nuys on Monday evenings.
Awesome.
That's cool.
Very cool.
So, Tom, do people grow out of it? Because I want Chris to sing again. I'm trying to get Chris to sing on the air. Do you think we could get that done?
It depends on... If I have anything to do with it, Chris is going to be back singing with me.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
So we could audition him on the air right now. He's warmed up. He's been talking for a while.
I would be lying if I said that I don't miss it, because I really do. And it wasn't just the singing; it was the camaraderie of the guys. It was, man, we could go to a bar after a meeting and pretty much have our drinks paid for with all four guys there, because we could sing and people would just start buying us drinks, and it really was a good time. I've made a lot of friends, and Tom and another friend, JR, have become two absolute long life friends, and it was a great part of my life.
It's a family type organization. I mean, the wives come, the children come, their relatives, so you meet a lot of people, and they're all very, very cordial and complimentary about the sound they hear when they come to our performances. So
they're honest, too.
It's a big family organization.
All right,
basically.
Tom. So I'm sure it's really nice, but here you go. Here's your chance. Who's your biggest rival? Who's the one chorus or the one group that you really enjoy outperforming?
Well, it's a chorus called the Masters of Harmony.
Okay. Where are they located?
They're a huge chorus. They've been around for, maybe about 10, 11 years now. They have won a lot of first-place titles. They've won international competitions. They have a lot of AAA musicians in the chorus.
There you go. Oh, so musicians are rated? I mean,
Pardon?
The actual members are rated? You said AAA members.
Well, no, he's just talking...
No, that's just my way of letting you know that they are
there's a ranking system, individual
singers and vocalists.
Oh, my gosh.
And the fun thing is, and there's a lot of jokes to be said here, but you don't have to be, and I think that's important to let the listeners know, you don't have to be the best singer in the world to do this well. You're in a chorus, you're in a quartet. I'm certainly not the best singer in the world, but our quartet was pretty darn good. And just because I have to say that it was called the Great American Sound Company, we used to call it the Gas Company for short. And Tom's had a lot of different members in his different versions of the Gas Company. So, Tom, it's great that you're...
you don't have to, as Chris says, you don't have to be a Pavarotti to sing in a barbershop chorus or quartet. As long as you can hear the music and carry a tune, that's sufficient.
There you go, Chris.
It's a lot of fun, guys. If anybody's hearing this that wants to join, please call the number that Tom said. And Tom, one more time real quick, give us a number.
818-994-SING.
All right, Tom. Thanks, Tom.
Thanks, Tom.
No problem, anytime.
All right.
Appreciate it.
All right, well, listen, taking us out to break is going to be Chris singing.
Yeah, right. You know what? If I thought about it, I would have had some barbershop to play.
Now we're to play. I know. I wanted to sing.
I could have bought you one of my. I want
live. Yeah, we've got a good brand new studio.
Yeah.
What a great way to. Nobody's ever sung in the studio before, right, Peter? Nobody's ever sung. Yeah,
we do.
Yeah, okay.
We'll have Tom live.
On that note, I'm getting out of here. All right, you're listening to Gazette Radio with Doug and John and special guest Chris Burke. Sitting in for Doug on the Gazette Radio Hour on AM-1220 KHTS, Santa Clarita's hometown station. We'll be right back.